Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. All right, guys. I hope you read the risk disclaimer. And yeah, we're about to start it off. So, all right, guys. Let's start by responding to Justin's question. So XLK. Um, XLK is basically the same thing as all the big tickers. It's just been going up in a trend fashion. So this is obviously setting up for a bigger move to the upside, and it's just a matter of when and where the bigger correction is going to happen. Is it going to happen here before this, or is it going to start here? So far, I don't see. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing on the S&P 500 chart, and we should look at the futures chart instead of this one, dude. But definitely, like, tech is in a very interesting situation, and I'll dive deeper into what I'm talking about right now. Into what I mean by this is that there might be some businesses that start going up while others go down amongst the FANG group. Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you which ones I think are going to go up and down. So, okay, let me just see if everything's working well on YouTube. So yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing to say. This is just a one spike, so there's nothing to see here. If you want to short this, I would wait, or instead short S&P, right? Because S&P right now is at an important moment, because last week we said it might go higher, but then it's gonna still come down, right? So be careful on your longs, guys. Be careful on your longs. And yeah, we got this move down. Now here's the thing: to confirm a further down move, right? We got a spike from a high place. We got a spike from a high place. We got a three wave, and then what we need to break this level to confirm downside. As soon as we break this, then forget going higher than this for the next 2 to 3 months, okay? Because we need this deeper correction. So that's why I'm telling you the ES the futures chart is more important than the XLK chart, because we see the pattern already completed, and it's fine if you look at a futures or whatever. And people who say that futures don't matter, it's not true, because you might, for me, I look at patterns even though they were completed after hours, right? So if Trump tweets something and it gives me a down spike that I was looking for, then hey, I got this, and maybe my pattern completes then, right? I can I don't have an example here, but there were times where it happened, or maybe like when Trump got elected, the market spiked down, and then boom, we shot back up. So yeah, we just need to break this, and as soon as we break this, we can have the bigger correction. Now we may float here for a while, guys, and this is basically due to the fact that I think that Amazon is going to go up in the next week. Okay, so Amazon right now is a buy. We told people to buy right here, and if you look at this chart, it's picture perfect to our previous forecast that was made a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but basically on the 21st of January, right? We saw this up move, and then as soon as this was over, boom. That's why we were cautious on YAR, because we need this move, man. We need this before Amazon keeps on going back up. So we need this big sideways. Okay. So now, I hope you read the disclaimer, but if you didn't, please understand that, don't take my trade ideas as for granted. I'm not a professional. I'm just here to give my thoughts. And yeah, um, so what I do think is that Amazon is just going to go sideways. So what I'm looking to do is put an Iron Condor in between that 1650 level with a $50 to $60 um, uh, you know up leg and a $60 down leg. Okay. Um, so that's what I'm looking to do for the next months. Okay, so let's do NQ. So yeah, NQ is the same thing as XLK. You see that this is a very nice wave, and we need this deeper correction before um, we eventually go back up, right? We need this correction before we go back up. It can be in the form of 3 waves, but it's gonna happen, right? See, 2016 correction, up a very long drawn out up wave. We got the deeper correction. We always get this deeper correction before we go back up, guys. It's basically a must. All right, let's check. Okay, hello MMM. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Hello Jun Cho. Okay, Theodore James. All right, yeah. So yeah, dude. So that's basically it, guys. Again, we get this spike up. We need this deeper correction. Okay, that's just how it is. We need this deeper correction before we go back up, right? Now, where is this gonna happen? That's a very good question, and there is ways to predict that. But you basically have to short when you see weakness, and if it does go, it goes. But if it doesn't, then you'll just have to take the break even. Okay. So IWM, we said it was probably going to go all the way back up here and then pull back, which is basically what's happening. SMH, one of my favorite sectors, is same thing, guys. It's going to pull back. So right now, look for some more sideways and then take the short. Okay. Look for some more sideways and take the short. QQQ, same thing. So there's nothing new. For the past 2 to 3 weeks, it's just been me saying, guys, there's nothing that's gonna happen. There's no big spike down, no big spike up. Just wait for look for some sideways. And as soon as we saw this Amazon drop on ER, I was like pretty confident that nothing is gonna happen for the next 2 to 3 months. Okay. Now again, I'm gonna talk about this later, but yeah, Nvidia, a very interesting chart because it has ER next week. It's basically doing what I told you guys back in 2011, I think. So yeah, if you pull the charts, it's basically the exact same thing. So look out for an up move, but yeah, it's not gonna be anything special. It's just gonna chill around this area for a long time and then go for the next up move. If I take a copy of this, if I take a copy of this and go all the way back up here, if I take and I stretch it up, you can see that it's pretty much the same thing. So there's a lot of things, you know, it's gonna be very messy around this area, right? Because you might be saying like, oh, Nvidia has bottomed. Well, yeah, but they can always pull it back one more time on ER before the up move, right? So again, and you've seen this happen, right? They pull it down on ER and then spike it back up because it's ready for the up move. Grub, right? Grub is an example. NXPI, same thing, right? Pulled down on ER, went back up, right? So yeah, and this is what I'm gonna play for. I'm gonna wait for Nvidia ER. If it drops 4 to 5% on ER, we're gonna be looking to buy calls, all right? Because this is nothing spectacular. You might have made money on this, but do you expect Nvidia goes up regardless of the ER result? Um, yeah, I don't care about ER result. ER result is only important sometimes, because we have strategies that are called the fallen angel and um, the gap and crap, right? Remember CMG? CMG, we get a spike down, we go back up, right? We need this three wave. So what do I? It spikes up on ER within the expected uh, range of the ER result, and then we look to short because it fits the criteria. It needs to be within the um, it needs to be within the pattern and and um, and to be within the expected move of the result. So if it's down, then if it goes down and it's within the expected dollar range, we look to buy calls, right? Fallen angel. If it's up, then we look for gap and crap, right? CMG is one. It's posted on our Twitter. We saw this move up on ER. We were like, okay, this is gonna gap up and then it's gonna tank because we're still looking for this down move, but they're looking to manipulate it up to the upside to finish this three wave 1 2 3, and then boom, you can continue, right? So yeah, these are very very simple examples, but there's nothing like this in the market for Nvidia though. We're going to be looking to buy calls if we do see it going down on ER and within the expected dollar range, okay? Because this is nothing, okay? Remember, triple M, this is nothing. This is you may have made you might have made money on this, but as soon as this goes down on ER and then this starts to spike up, you're gonna see a $10 spike in like an hour or a day. Okay. So all right, guys. AMD. AMD. AMD is spectacular. Go back to my first webinar, Triple M. Go back to my first webinar, Triple M, or my third one. Look at the AMD forecast. It's playing to a T, bro. It's playing to a T. So now, we got our three wave, and we're looking for the next spike, right? We're looking for this. Now you might say, "Yo, Dragos, you're crazy, right? AMD can't go back to 10." Well, maybe, but this is what the chart is telling me. I don't care if you're saying, "Oh, it's a good business" or whatever. It doesn't matter. It has the potential. It's ready to go back to 10. That's all I'm saying, right? So obviously for this to happen, then we need a very very big move on S&P, and S&P can give us that very very big move, right? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Honestly, if you do see this bigger sideways, then you can look for the short. But I wouldn't short it right here either. Okay? Because we know what AMD likes to do at the top, right? We know it likes to chill at the top. It likes to take its time before it drops, right? So look out for that one, guys. Wait, you can wait before taking a put. All right. Aim at sideways before the next upside. Right. We see that this is a pretty much a spike, and we're looking for some sideways before the next up move. All right. So this correction looks to be over, but we need some sideways. ER is in 4 days, so look out for that one. MU, nice spike from the bottom. It's still very, very corrective looking. So yeah, but it's following a trend. So when it follows a trend, it's always good to look for buys around the trend line. So you can look for the up move here. But even though it goes up, it's probably going to come back down to complete this pattern before it goes up. Okay, so look out for that one. INTC went back up, created a deeper B, like you can say that it's a deeper B wave, but it doesn't really matter. But anyway, this is looking to come back all the way back here, and then it's gonna probably take off, right? So INTC, we were bearish right here because we saw this ending diagonal pattern that we called last year, and now we're looking to turn bullish. So as soon as we get this pullback all the way here, we're looking to buy. Similar chart pattern to DE, right? I don't know how many times you're gonna see me say this, but INTC and DE are looking really, really good for, not now, but as soon as we get the pullback, then this is surely gonna be very, very good. And if we're expecting agriculture to do really well, then DE is a must buy if agriculture pops. Anyway, all right, so that's for semis. Let's do Google. So Google pretty much doing what we expected. It's in this sideways again. So we were expecting this to drop here, but it had some weird stuff during ER. So it went down, went all the way back up. It was very, very bad for both parties, and then it tried to break out, and then it failed, right? So honestly, guys, if you lost money on this, there's nothing I can say, right? There's no way I can help you there because I would have lost money too, right? I would have lost money too because it's very, very difficult to trade. So it's just like you saw the pattern that I was predicting. I was looking for something like this. I was looking for this to be over, right? Before potentially a next down move. I'm half right because we did go back up, but then we shot back down. Now, can I tell you guys, oh yeah, we're gonna shut down at 11:53. Can I be perfect like that? No. This is where there's a margin of error in my forecast because I do see this from here, right? I did see this from here. But can I know where it's gonna end? No, I can't. Right? I need to have this huge spike for me to start saying, okay, this might be over, and then we can look for the next down move. Okay? So yeah, and if you're looking for the patterns, it's the same thing as this one. So just flip it. Right. So this is what we call a three wave. It's very, very standard. And yeah, there's nothing much to add here. If you've watched my previous webinars, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just a deeper correction. Like I said in one of my first webinars, this might be a leading diagonal. And if it is a leading diagonal, then we need this three wave. So it's the classic purple-orange forecast. And then you get a spike, you get a correction, and then you can look for the next spike. All right. Now, I don't care if Google is a good company or not. This is what the chart is telling me. Okay. Very interesting one is Apple. So we were looking for the spike right here. We didn't get it. And this move was really slow, which really caught me off guard. This move was really slow before it took off on ER. This move was really slow. I was expecting this type of move, right? I was expecting this type of move. This right here. We sort of got it, but I remember trading this was very, very aggressive. Like Apple was really aggressive. I remember those days, and it it wasn't really aggressive here. It was really corrective looking, and it was really tough. So right now we got a spike, and we're looking for the sideways, guys. Very easy, right? Similar to this one. So I'm gonna be waiting for this before I buy for some sideways. Facebook, same thing. I think Facebook is over with the downside. We just need this to consolidate some more, and then we're going to be looking for the next buy. Right? Give it 1 to 2 months, and then it's going to be ready for the next up move. Msft, Msft in a huge sideways again. Like I said, this is probably going to go back to the hundreds, and then as soon as it's going to tap 100, it's going to take off. So yeah, and Triple M, this is for you. This is the pattern that we saw back then, and yeah, the the next spike ensued, right? Amazon. So Amazon is the one that is the most interesting, because I do think that Amazon might be the best out of all of them, because it did pull back already a lot, and it is showing some signs of strengths here. So what you can do is, as soon as, and if I'm wrong about this, which I might be, right? But if you're not in any Amazon buys right now, just wait for it to break slightly the low, right? Wait for it to break slightly the previous low and look for buys. Okay? The way Amazon is going to operate right now is that every time it's going to break its previous low, it's going to have a bounce. Okay? So you can look for buys when it breaks the previous low. All right? Why? Because we're in this sort of pattern. We're in some kind of pattern like this one. Okay? We're looking to complete something like this before the next up move. And every time Amazon was here, it had a bounce. Break the previous low, 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 bounce, right? Look, I can put so many lines here. Okay, well, it didn't break the low here, but you get what I'm saying. So we're gonna be in some sort of pattern like this. Amazon is gonna go down slowly, slowly, slowly. It's gonna break the previous low. It's gonna bounce. It's gonna go slowly down. It's gonna break the previous low. It's gonna bounce. Break the previous low, bounce. Okay, so that's exactly the same thing that we're looking to do here, and it's a very very good time to scalp. As soon as it breaks the low, scalp calls. Okay, there's very very limited downside risk, or what you can do is just put a condor here. Okay, is put a condor here or a calendar, I think, and just keep on selling the front month. I think that's what Josh would do. But yeah, this is a very very. It's gonna be in some sideways here, right? So break the previous low, buy calls. Netflix is looking to be in a big sideways. Now, what the pattern is, I cannot tell again because we're in some in the second wave, and the second wave is always the messier one. We may go up here and then pull back to complete this one, right? And where do we see this? Where do we see this pattern? BRKB. So brick B, right? Completed this pattern. And Brook B is a very important chart for us because we are tracking this one really, really well. We said that this, Richard was looking for a long right here. I was like, wait for this to come all the way back down here to 197. I was off by $1, and then it's going to take off, right? Because then we have this 1, 2, 3 completed pattern for a spike, 1, 2, 3, and then take off. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm getting off track, but yeah. So yeah, but wait. No. I think I didn't do a webinar last week because again the market wasn't looking to do anything serious, so I just went away. But yeah, we got this up move, and then like I told you guys, I said you can look at my previous webinars. I said that on ER, Amazon is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. And what happened on ER? It popped up here. There were huge sell orders right here, and it went all the way back down. Like I said, there's huge sell orders above and below. So they're not going to let Amazon die, nor are they going to explode it to the upside. They're just going to keep it sideways for price discovery. And then as soon as they're going to be ready, they're going to have loaded up on their Amazon longs, it's going to take off, but not right now. We're looking at some more consolidation. Netflix, same thing, consolidation. Baba is perfect. Is perfect. Look at my webinar in January. I said buy here, all the way here, and then get out. Because then what happens? As soon as you break this, you either get a deeper correction, which we're looking for, or you can totally tank. All right. So I hope you made money on this move. That was perfect. And yeah, this is very similar to Google. So now we're looking for the deeper sideways before the next up move. So wait for that one. Baidu completed the megaphone setup that I was highlighting in the room. So again, the megaphone setup in my room and also in the previous webinar. So look at my previous webinar. You can see the pattern that I showed on Baidu. It's the exact same one. So yeah, the way Baidu operates is that as soon as it wants to go up, it creates these 5-wave patterns, like I showed you guys right here in the past webinar. Right? I showed you guys this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, deeper correction, and then take off. What is happening here? What is happening here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, deeper correction, and then it's gonna take off. Same thing that's happening right now. Okay. So we're looking for this deeper correction. Baidu ER is in 3 days, so look out for that one. If it dumps, if it goes down, the downside is limited. If it goes down within the expected dollar range, this is a fallen angel setup because it has gone down for so much, and if it goes down on ER, like if it starts to go up here, all right, and then it tanks on ER, breaks the low right here, you look for this 3-wave. Right, around 162. If it's at 162 and it's within the expected dollar range, boom, it's gonna take off. Okay, so look out for that one. That's a very interesting setup. TME. So TME is looking to consolidate further. So look out for that one. Very similar to what IQ did back then. JD. We got the upside that we were looking for after this 3-wave, but it came all the way back down. So honestly, I think Chinets are just going to start trending to the upside. I don't think there's much more downside limited. So as soon as you get some drops within a 1 standard deviation move, then just look to go long, right? PDD. If you've been following me, I've said, guys, long PDD because everybody loves Chinese drama, Chinese what's it called? Chinese dating shows, right? So yeah, this one is massive. Now, where do I think this may go back down? I think this is looking to start a bottoming formation, so look out for that one, and you can go buy some calls. The way China likes to like to operate is that they like to create these very long drawn out down moves, which are what you might refer to as wedges, and then it's gonna go back up, right? So yeah, let me look at the then trust, like Drago says. Thanks, Dragos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. So we don't catch the top and the bottom. So we do not catch the top and the bottom. I don't know what you're saying. Triple M, just clarify your question. All right, Bizun. Bizun, same thing. It's gonna pull back and then go back up. It's ready. So look out for that one. Neo. was really good. If you look at my previous webinars, I said buy right here because it's looking to be to pop, and it did. Now this pullback was really weird. Like it was really weird, but you usually see those uh, before a huge trend starts. And Neo ER is very soon, so I expect this to totally take off. All right, guys. So look out for buys. I think this ER might be really good. Momo sideways, and then we can buy. It's pretty much completed the pattern that we were looking for. So yeah, just a little bit more sideways, and then we can go up. I think Momo is gonna have good ERs because it's a company that a lot of Chinese people use. Uh, so yeah. All right, let's do the Dow components. So T is is still in this massive sideways. We're expecting this to be a very deep wave. I don't think this is necessarily this, but at any point this is looking to go back up. So you can look for longs. Look out for any news on T because this is ready to go back up. Okay, guys. Um, and honestly, it hasn't done much so far. So you can start looking for this. As soon as it breaks this, it's you can chase into the long. Okay, because the upside is going to be much more. Okay. So yeah. AAL is a an airline. It's looking to go back up. You can clearly see the channel that it's in. So if we do get this down move, look for buys. I do think that there is a possibility that this is over and we just get this and then it can take off. This is also a possibility. So look out for that one. Honestly, guys, put an alert at 37 and then if it triggers, look for the buy, right? Look for the buy because this has massive upside. This has massive upside. Okay. GM same thing. GM and AAL, right? So GM similar to the other charts that we posted, like DE and what was it again? It was DE and I don't remember. Yeah, DE and INTC. So this is a spike. We're looking for 1, 2, 3 right here, and then we can take off. This is looking very bullish uh, for the long term. All right, but now it's a short. So look out for a sideways and then take the short. Okay. MO, which was the cigarette company that we were talking about in the previous webinar. So I said that this was looking to be a good long. This was a very special and sneaky type of play that I told you guys because it was spiking from a low place, and this is still like a legit company that's selling cigarettes. So yeah, now it's consolidating, so you can start looking for the next up move. Okay, it's not gonna totally tank. PLC, we got this up move that we were looking for on this bottoming formation type of expanding wedge pattern, but we went back down. So it means that PLC is looking to go lower in the bigger picture. Now I don't think it's gonna happen right now. I think this is gonna more likely be in a bigger sideways, and then as soon as we come back here we can look to take the next short. And this is very bad because XRT's biggest holding is PLCE. So if PLCE doesn't do well, then XRT just doesn't give us this huge up move that we're still looking for, because it is looking like a completed pattern that we know. Okay. Lulu, this is just trend trading. Very simple. This is a buy. Nothing else to say. Lulu is a buy. Okay, there's three companies that are just buys: Lulu, WDay, and S-Bucks. Right? Starbucks, WDay. Very similar patterns, right? So yeah, these are corrections that took 1 to 2 years to complete, and then boom, takes off. S-Bucks, same thing. 2 to 3 years to complete, and then boom, take off, right? So similar to Lulu, they're almost the same charts. Okay. RL, yeah, it went up on ER, but it's chilling right here. So just wait. URBN looking to go back up. Wait for a spike though before you buy. Don't buy right now. Wait for a spike to 34, a sideways, and then you can take the long. TPR, nice down move on ER. It went back up. It's honestly this company is kind of eh. The chart is not looking good because if this is a huge bear flag, then this could go back down here, which is very scary because I do like the Coach brand, but hey, if investors don't like it, then whatever. We can't make money on it. However, the chart that does look good is Guess. Now, here's the problem with Guess is that their president just went away, right? Like the CFO or CEO resigned, which means that we need a CEO change, and this is gonna be the catalyst for Guess. As soon as the CEO changes, look for a spike. If you see the CEO change and you see a spike on Guess, put alerts, guys. At 22, put alerts. If you see a CEO change, boom, 22. It breaks 22. Buy, 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 buy. Because this is a completed pattern. Right? This is a completed pattern. So we should be getting this up move. Right? This was the news where the CEO got changed and it just dropped a little bit. It dropped, well, it did drop $3, which is a lot for this company, but it went all the way back up like it was nothing because we're still in this correction. Now this has massive takeoff potential. And if we're expecting XRT to blow up, then this is for sure going to go up, right? Choop, 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 and then you get the up move. ANF, same thing. Very, very drawn out correction from 2011, and it's looking to go back up. Just because I'm pretty much sure that apparel is going to be hot in the near term, in the coming future. Okay, we're looking for this pattern on ANF. UAA is a very nice chart. We came all the way back from here, and then we're looking to consolidate for an up move. There's a very, very good chance you get this. All right, so don't miss this trade. Okay. CPRI went up on ER, but it's coming back down. So look for the correction, and then you can take the long. Okay. Similar to this one. All right. Tiffany looking to go up, and it's just going sideways now. So this is giving us more clues that this upside is coming. Nike, very good company. It's has spiked a lot though, so look for a pullback. It's just gonna give us a smaller pullback. It's gonna break ATH for sure. But then as soon as you're gonna see this type of pattern, and then if we do see another volatile move in the market, then it may create one of these patterns, right? Where you go 1, 2, 3, which is called a running flat. Okay, before it totally takes off. All right. So look for the sideways here, and then next CR should be a good buy, all the way to 92, 94. Goose ER soon. It's looking to be in a bigger sideways, like Lulu back in the days, right? Lulu, it's basically like Lulu back when it was here. Okay, back when it was here. So you can see that this is probably where Goose is at right now. So it's just gonna do this, right? It's gonna be in the big sideways. XRT. XRT is a completed 3-wave, and we're looking for the next up move. So, yeah, there's nothing else to say here. This is a 2-year correction, 2 to 3 years. So there's very, very good chance that the next spike is a bigger fractal one, right? So you want to have some longs here. As soon as you get the sideways here, look for the buys. Look for the buys. Caterpillar, very, very good looking. We just need this down move here, and then you can take off, right? We just need this down move. Now, and is this pattern the one that's going to happen? Likely not, because look at what this is your forecast, right, guys? This is your forecast. But here's the thing. Look at what happened here. Did it totally go down here? No. It went back up, and now it's going down slowly. What does this indicate? It indicates that Caterpillar may want to go in a more complex fashion, where it where this wave is more is going to go back up here and then give us the big tank before it totally takes off, right? Okay, similar to the AMD chart that we covered, right? What did I tell you guys right here? I was like, okay, guys, this is a three wave. This is over. Remember what I said back in the days. I said this is a three wave. This should totally go down, right? Then as soon as it came back here, and then we saw some buyers here, we were like, okay, guys, forget that. The pattern is going to be more complex. It's probably going to be this one, where you break this high before you go down. And this is just the way wave theory works, right? Okay. So yeah, was just a comparison. So yeah, so Caterpillar may want to be in a complex pattern here. So look out for that one. We may want to go back up here before we tank. Are we going to get this down move though? Yes, for sure. Well, not for sure, but there's a very, very high likelihood before we take off. Okay. All right, WBA. WBA just boring. It's gonna be in the boring sideways. We're gonna be needing some news, but it's just not gonna do anything here. It's in consolidation mode. IBM, same thing. Look for consolidation mode before the next up move. This is looking very, very good for this move up, right? For this move up, and then we're gonna have to see if there's heavy rejection at this area. We can look for a move lower to like the 80s, 70s. Okay, we're gonna have to see. But for now, this is just all I know is that this is a spike. We get a 1, 2, 3, and then we come here. FedEx. So FedEx is not looking the best because this looks more corrective than anything else. But if we do hold up here, it's going to be a buy above the 185 level. Okay. So again, and it's very, very boring for me to tell you guys this, but honestly, it's just we're looking for sideways in the market right now. I'm sorry to say this, but it's just the way it is. We're looking for sideways for the next 2 to 3 months. Home Depot completed the pattern that I told you guys about, and yeah, it's looking to go back up. So look for buys. RTN, very nice spike from the bottom. If you've been with me, I'm pretty sure that this is a very good lesson for me and you, because we should have been waiting for this to be bullish on RTN, right? We should have waited for this to start being bullish on RTN. So now, what do I need? What do we need? We need this sideways. Okay, as soon as we get this sideways, boom, we'll be able to start buying this confidently. Disney is a very frustrating chart because this is really looking to take off. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna take off soon. Now it's just I was looking for it to take off on ER, and they killed ER, but it still went back down. And this is just yeah. I mean, it's just when you see people being like on StockTwits being like, "Yo, they killed ER, but it's not going up." You know, it's very, very frustrating. Okay, but there's still good upside potential. So if you're still interested in Disney, go for 120s for like next 2 to 3 months. It's a very, very good play. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna happen. Okay, this is ready to take off. There's no doubt about it. BA. BA is very, very nice. So if you've been following me, we said, guys, look for this to come here. From here, from here, we said it breaks. It has to come all the way here before the next tank, right? Now we said that as soon as it comes here, we either get the bigger correction before the next up move, or we get the total tank, right? So if you've been with me right here, we told people to get into some 350Cs, and we made some good money. Now, I'm not going to gamble on ER. I know some people who have, but I really was waiting for this to dump on ER for me to take calls. Now, it gapped up on ER, and that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna miss those trades. That's fine. Okay? But the bigger picture is still that this is completed, and we're looking for this to even go higher. So now just wait for sideways and then buy. 1, 2, 3, buy. Okay, that's literally it. That's literally it. Right? 1, 2, 3, buy. All right. NOC, same thing. 1, 2, 3, and then buy. All right, let's do clouds. So clouds, this one was kind of tough because I was waiting for this down move before I buy, but yeah, clouds are looking really good. So you can just wait for some more sideways, I guess, and then buy, right? Just wait for this and then look to go long. You can look to buy as soon as you break the previous high. So put an alert at 230. As soon as it breaks, look to go long. Okay. Sorry, I should have done LMT first. I got those flagged wrongly here. Okay. So LMT is looking really, really strong here. Very nice spike from the bottom. And again, look for the bigger correction, and then you can take the long. All right. NXPI, still the best chart in 2019. So this is looking to pop. So look for buys here. Anyway, honestly. Grub, buy. Buy because this is going back up. 100 for March. It's really good play still if you're not in. If you're in and you chased it when you saw the spike back up, you're doing a very, very good job. OKTA. OKTA is not looking spectacular. Reminds me of what LMT did before the big down move that it had. So this is going up slowly, but at any point this is probably gonna pull back because it's just so damn high. So yeah, we can look for this to come at least here to 64 and then to go up. Okay. Sorry, my dad is calling me. So yeah, look for the pullback. We get this 1, 2, 3, and then you can buy. Okay. MDB, I was looking for the short here. I didn't get it. So yeah, there was nothing to be done here. We're just gonna have to wait. If you're not in any buys, I would strongly advise to wait because it's just gonna be in this channel. At any point, this is just gonna go back down here and then go back up. Go down here and then go back up. Okay. So if you're not in any buys, just don't rush. Wait for a moment of volatility and then buy. This is very, very similar to what CRM and NOW did when it was at the top, right? So what does it do? What does it do? Here's the top. You break it slightly, you pull back. You go back up, you pull back. You go back up, you pull back aggressively. You go back up, you pull back, right? So just wait for these pullbacks, okay? Just wait for those pullbacks. WDay is by far the strongest one, so pull your trend line right here and just keep on buying as soon as it comes back to the trend line. At any point we might get a deeper correction, but that doesn't matter. Just keep on buying because this is going back up. Shop was a big miss by me because I'm pretty sure that I saw this and then I was looking for this, but yeah, this is just my inexperience trading with spikes. Um, and yeah, it was just a very big miss. Like, yeah, I mean, we definitely should have bought like some 200 Cs for next year, but I don't know. I didn't press the trigger. That was a very it was a big regret. Well, it's not. It wasn't, but it's about to be because I mean, there's nothing stopping shop from going to 200 now. Okay, so look out for that buy. We saw the short around this place, right? I was bearish right here. We did go back up, uh, but we still came down, and now we're looking to take off for the next one. So look for buys. Twitter, uh, Twitter is just an example of why I don't like to gamble on ER. I know some groups gamble on ER and lost, but I mean, there's just nothing to do here. Twitter is still looking good, but it's probably gonna chill right here and then go back up. I mean, you know, it it's it's ready to move, but it's just it's not doing it, right? So when that happens, just give the chart more time, okay? And I just feel bad for the people who are listening to someone that is literally saying, "Yo, buy for ER," right? It's not supposed to be that way. Even if you have an algo that is saying, "Yo, you should this chart is along," it doesn't mean that it's along in on ER, okay? Nor is this enough. Like what I'm saying is that there's a very big difference between Twitter and Disney, right? If you compare the charts, right? Disney has had this huge correction and is ready to take off. This is not a completed structure on Twitter at all. So I don't like people saying, yo, like people recommending that you go long Twitter on ER because it's not ready. It's clearly not ready. It needs more time. There's nothing I see here, basically. What I'm saying is that according to my patterns, there's nothing I see here. So, you know, I can't advertise Twitter calls for ER. Okay? But I know some people who have, and you know, I just yeah. SQ for the people asking. So I'm pretty sure SQ is gonna chill in this area. It's looking to go back up. So what you might see here is something very interesting where because this is not really aggressive, so you might get this, and then it comes all the way back down here before it takes off. Okay, so look out for that one. This is a very slow B wave, very similar to what Roku did actually. Yeah, so if you want a comparison, look for that one. This is what what's it called? SQ is doing right now. So I hope you like this comparison. And yeah, as soon as you see it go back down, you can scalp some calls. It's really good. Tesla. So Tesla is a very similar to Baidu actually, where you get this sort of megaphone setup. Then what do I say? What did I say? Don't chase calls, or if you're in calls, don't hold them because this is likely to pull back. And then give us this three wave before it takes off, right? Now, what do I see Tesla doing here? Very similar to what it did here, right? It's very similar to this. Okay, so it's gonna chill at the bottom for a long time, and then it's gonna take off. Okay, it's gonna chill here, and then boom, it's gonna explode. I'm still looking for this up move. Okay, so if give Tesla like 1 or 2 weeks to go sideways, and then you can look for the long. CMG, nice pop on ER. I I was thinking this could go down, but uh, it didn't. So this is the only completed correction that we had, and we were looking to go back up. Now, can CMG pull all the way back down here? Yes, it's possible. We'll have to see. Now, this is very very similar to this type of move though, where CMG gapped up and then came all the way back down. So we have to see if this engulfs, if this starts engulfing this candle, then the next sideways we're gonna be taking the short. Okay, but we need to wait for this if you want to short. We need to wait for this because if we get this, we're gonna get a sideways, and then we're gonna take a very a higher probability short. Okay, but for now there's nothing to do. You just have to wait. Yeah, Bill. I mean, I don't know. I look at the Disney chart and I still think that it's ready to take off. Maybe I'm seeing something wrong, but I really really see the potential big move to the upside. All right, BKNG just perfect. This is this has been forecasted really well for us. You can look at my previous webinars, and we said buy here. So if you're in a buy, uh, then look to get out here because we do think that BKNG is going to pull back. So yeah, and what is might be the catalyst? TRIP trip. So trip might go down on right? So TRIP might pull back, and therefore BKNG showing weakness could pull back the underlying. Okay. So if TRIP misses and it really goes down, then BKNG is sure to pull back, start a deeper pullback. Okay. So yeah, look out for this one before the next buy because this is very trend looking. So if this is trend looking, then you just need to buy any sideways. Remember, guys, for when the market goes up, you always get these. The sideways are gonna take like 1 week or two, but if you get a 1 week to 2 week sideways, then look for buys because that's the way it goes up. The market goes up slowly, consolidates for like 1 week or two, and then goes up again. Okay. In a down market, it can just totally tank in 1 hour, and you're not even in the trade. You know what I mean? So when you're going up in a trend, when you're going up in a trend, you can play it really slow and just be like, okay, I'm gonna wait for a sideways. I'm gonna wait for a sideways, right? I don't know why I have OSTK. Oh yeah, because it's over. Okay, so OSTK buy because crypto is looking interesting. Now I don't know if I said this in my previous webinar, but it's very interesting. OSTK was showing strength right here, right? OSTK was showing strength right here. Riot was showing strength right here. Okay, it was showing strength right here. For these moments, BTC wasn't doing anything. So it's very interesting how they were buying crypto stocks before they spiked BTC. Okay, it was very interesting how they were buying crypto stocks before buying BTC. And it was honestly like a sign that they might want to move BTC, and it actually popped, right? And I do think that BTC is ready for this 8,000 move, okay? Because we're looking for this 1, 2, 3, okay? So yeah, look for the buys. REGN, my favorite bio, pulled back, but there's nothing very spectacular here. Look for the buy again. We're still gonna get this move. I don't know how, but pretty sure that this move is coming. So I'm a big bull on the REGN. and ONTX is just a penny stock. Okay, so that's it for next week, guys. Like I said, main watch for next week is Amazon, because as soon as you break the previous low, there's a very good and easy trade setup that you can take. You can just buy calls because the downside is very limited. Just break the low by 20 to 30 bucks and then look to buy calls. Can this go? Yes. 1630, 1640, get out, wait again for it to go back down, and then buy again, right? So that's gonna be the main thing. Um, I do have some exams that are coming up, so I'm not gonna be that active in the room. But if you do have a question, just leave it in the just mention my name, because I do have the mentions from my name on, but I don't have like a notification for all the messages in a room. So just mention my name and I'm gonna respond, or send me a DM. Okay, but yeah, guys. Like I said, it's gonna be some sideways, right? Like it's we're looking to go sideways. There's nothing else I can say, right? I'm pretty sure I think we're gonna go sideways until May, right? So I'm not gonna do anything stupid. This is really the time to just sit on your cash, like get some condors, uh, get get your sideways strategies on, and just wait and keep on selling the front months if you've read some option books and understand what I'm saying. All right, all right, guys. Take care and happy trading next week. Peace.